back at the Master Frame Builder Show in Bentonville, Arkansas. And I've been coming to bike shows and especially handmade bike shows for a bunch of years now. And one of the best things, part of that experience is coming in and just finding someone completely new, I've never heard of, don't know a thing about, and that would be Chad and Corvid Bikes. You're here with this beautiful, beautiful bike. And since I don't know a thing about you and I only met you 5 minutes ago,
Yep.
Tell us about who you are and what you're doing and
Sure.
what the bike is.
Yeah, so Corvid Cycles, we're based in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh.
All titanium bikes, all custom. And I work with my wife, Sean, to do frame bags for our bikes. Do a lot of bike packing stuff these days. I started out with the same story as a lot of folks, doing the UBI thing, and then I worked at Dean and Merlin for a little bit, and then started my own company about 5 years ago.
Okay. Did you work with John up there? Or was
Yeah.
Okay.
That was John when he still had it.
Yeah. And then what is this bike that we're looking at?
So this is called the MAP. Stands for More Adventure, Please. It's kind of an uber gravel bike, really wide tires, drop bar mountain bike, really.
Yeah.
Suspension corrected, up to 2.6 tires, and a 1x12 drivetrain. Drop bars, all that kind of stuff. So this is one of my bike packing models. This one actually did part of the Tour Divide last year.
Oh, no kidding,
Yeah.
huh? So you're a tie specific builder?
Yeah, all time.
Okay. And then in terms of the different segments, mountain, road, gravel, whatever segment this is, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one do you tend to do one preference?
Mostly dirt. I've done some like all road bikes, with 700 by 30 C tires, but for the most part, it's all dirt stuff, mountain bikes and gravel bikes, drop bar mountain bikes.
If you had to say, kind of tell someone what your frame design philosophy is, what would that be?
Simple and clean. Yep. Pretty straightforward designs, but made for fun, definitely.
Yeah.
On the slacker side, but not ridiculously slack. I do have like an enduro hardtail model that's really raked out, but for the most part, people are kind of staying kind of conservative for this style of bike.
Were we in Colorado?
I'm in Boulder.
Oh, Boulder, okay. Yeah. A lot of huge bike history for that town, right?
Yeah, we've had a lot of builders come out of Colorado, Boulder specifically.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? And what was it exactly in terms of, you're going through life and, that all of a sudden you decided, to go to UBI and be a frame builder? I mean, again, I've remained so always impressed with anyone who wants to be a frame builder. When I've been in a NAB show, you go down the first year of builders, I'm just like, what of all the things in the world, what the heck made you think I want to be a frame builder? Because it's this ancient art, right?
Yeah.
And it is, and it's this fabulous art. These pictures of Ugo de Rosa still welding frames in 1949 somewhere in Milano, right? I get carried away with the sweep, the romance of frame builders.
Yep.
Because it's the basis of what you start throwing parts on it, but the frame is the basis of the experience, right?
Good bones.
So, what was it for you that got you to be a frame builder?
It's funny when I went through UBI. The instructor
what got you to UBI?
Even what got me there. So I actually started building steel frames early 2000s just as a hobby for myself.
Oh.
So lugged steel. I did a couple of fillet brazed frames, and I was just making them for me and friends. I'm a recovering engineer.
Okay.
So I had an engineering career before that. Had moved out to Washington State, decided to leave that career, and my wife and I decided we'd basically take a year off, and I wanted to do something I wanted to do for a long time, which was go take the frame building class at UBI.
Okay.
Not really thinking it would be a profession. And the instructor there was like, yeah, don't do it. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah. I've asked that question. I've asked at a NAB show. It's I'm talking to a frame builder, what's your best advice for someone? They're like, don't do it.
Don't
I was
do
like,
it,
wow, that's a great way to end the program. Thanks very much.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I got a welder and started welding titanium, spent the summer doing that, and then started looking around for places where I might intern, and ended up back in Colorado at Dean.
Yeah.
Ran that production side for about a year there before starting my own, and it's quite a change from the computer work that I was doing before as an engineer. But I just love the hands-on aspect of it, the tactile aspect of it, and the thing that I didn't really anticipate was just how great it is to be working with customers on custom bikes.
Nice.
That's a huge part. Is I spend a lot of time with the customers, making sure that we got everything dialed.
Yeah.
And building exactly what they want. So there's that interpersonal stuff that has been a joy and a surprise for me.
Yeah. And why titanium?
I had a light speed when I was in the early 90s, and I just love the way it rides.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it was actually branded as a Park Pre. I don't know if you remember that brand.
Oh no, of course, yeah. It was a Lightspeed Park
Made by
Pre?
Lightspeed, but,
No
but
kidding?
branded as the Pro Elite. Yeah, it was like a 91, 90 or 91.
Yeah,
I rode it as a single speed for a lot of years after that.
yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to Johnny Mottola, who was a famous Park Pre rider back in the day, and Norbert Racer is a
Yep.
good friend. He was a good guy. So
Yep.
when you said Park Pre, it just brings back, Johnny Mottola, and
Yep.
in Southern California, where they were based out of, we had just a whole, it was a huge Park Pre team, you
Yeah.
know, it was super awesome guys. And what's behind the brand name, Corvid? What is that?
Corvid? Well, depending on what you believe on the internet, my last name means raven, Corbin. And Corvid is the family of birds that includes like ravens, crows, magpies, rooks.
Oh, no kidding.
So it seemed like a natural extension. They're also kind of like a spirit animal.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So then tell us about, you're saying about your wife's making these bags?
Yeah.
It's called Reroute, is that it?
Reroute Outdoors, yep. She's doing custom frame bags, top tube bags, whatever. We're all under the same roof, so it's kind of like a one-stop shop for
These
us.
are actually made there the same by your, really,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, so she's making all the fabric stuff, and I'm doing all the titanium stuff.
Wow. And I saw, mountain bike over there, it's got the full
Yep.
frame bag and everything, so she runs the whole gamut of bag
Yep.
options.
Yep. Full frame bags. Again, we're doing a lot of bike packing stuff these days.
Uh-huh.
So it makes sense to have somebody to work with and collaborate with to do that stuff.
Have you ridden down here in Bentonville yet?
I did a couple of years ago,
Okay.
so pretty limited, but we're going to take Monday to ride before we start heading back to Colorado.
Yeah. Good. Well, thank you for making the trip down.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful bicycle. How
Thank
do
you.
people find you?
Corvidcycles.com or @CorvidCycles on Instagram.
Okay, and that's Corvid.
COR, yeah, it's kind of an unfortunate name these last couple of years. That people
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, cheers. I
People
get that.
haven't figured out how to spell
Covid
Corvid.
bikes. No, Corvid. Yeah. And the bags are
RerouteOutdoors.com or Reroute Outdoors on
RerouteOutdoors.com.
Instagram. Yep.
Well, beautiful bags, beautiful bike. Thank
you,
you so much
Zach.
for being part of the show.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, cheers.
Great to meet you.